What's going on? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you my infinite leads funnel, exactly how we get infinite leads for our clients. Our clients do over 6 figures a month. We run sales teams for a lot of different people. We do a lot of different things. I run 5 companies. So I'm going to be showing you the exact funnel that I'm using in all 5 of my companies now to get infinite leads. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can just copy and paste it and do the exact same for yourself. So let's get right into it. All right, we're here at the whiteboard. We actually have some more information to go over now. So let's just talk through a little bit of this stuff. The first step, as we can see here, if this will go away, I don't know why it does this, ICP. So I'm not going to cut this out because I'm a G. I don't need to edit my videos. First step is the ICP. So that's what we're going to be kind of talking about first. It's target market, knowing exactly who you actually want to sell to. And I don't know why this piece keeps popping up, but knowing your target market. From there, we're going to be able to do hyperstory viewing. So I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about that in just a second. But the first thing that we need to do is target our content and know who our target market is so that we can use it throughout the other steps of this funnel, right? So the kind of first thing that we need to do is look at and do a little bit of market research. See who are the top, 3 to 5 people in the same niche as me. So if you're in the fitness niche, it might be Greg Duchette, it might be Alex Eubank, it might be those kind of people who are big fitness creators. We're going to look for the top 3 to 5 people inside of the same ICP. And then we're going to scrape their following, right? So we're going to scrape the following of their audience. Obviously, we're going to use hyperstory viewing. So that basically is a software. It goes out, likes people's stories, votes on their polls, that kind of thing. You can see, let me pull up this article real quick. So here's an article about hyperstory viewing, about how it works. It's about my company, actually. I run a software company. This is a photo of me standing out in the open, being basically Batman, which is me. This is basically my company. We do hyperstory viewing. Not to get too much in depth into that, but basically what it does is it brings you inbound leads. It goes out. You're going to scrape the audience of the people who are in your target market. So you're going to get your top 3 to 5 people. You're going to scrape their audience. So say Alex Eubank, right? Alex Eubank here is one of our targets. We're going to scrape his audience. So we're going to scrape Joe and John and Bill and all the people that follow Alex Eubank, right? So we're going to scrape their following, and then we're going to go out and like these people's stories. So we're going to go interact with stories. Now, the average, user on Instagram does around 50 to 200 user interactions per day. With the software, we can do up to like 15,000 to 30,000 without getting you banned because it is stories. So stories, the reason we do stories is because it's not going to get you banned. That's why we don't do like posts or anything like that. It's all stories. So it's going to go out, basically engage with people's stories. It's going to vote on their polls, like their stories, that kind of thing. It's hyperstory viewing. This is the easiest way to get inbound leads to your profile. Now, if your profile looks like shit, nobody's going to buy anything. So that's where we're really going to look into content strategies. That's next. First thing we need to do is have an optimized profile. We need to have something that looks clean, that looks nice, not about what you post video-wise. It's a lot more about the aesthetic of your page and if it looks good. So the reason I get such good results with this funnel is because my page looks decent, right? If we go over here and look at my page, you can see here, I have a fairly decent looking page. I got, some let's go golfing, got a photo of me. These are all photos of me. They're a fairly decent page, right? If somebody were to look at this page, it'd be like, oh, he's a professional. He knows what he's doing. And as you can see, we even have a sales asset here. So we're going to want to pin a sales asset. This is step 2. We need to pin some sort of sales asset that's pushing people to a certain point in our page, right? So one thing that you can do better than me is my stuff is all pointing towards different things because I own 5 companies, right? So this points to my book. I'm a best-selling author. I have a book. This points to my book. I'm not selling you anything, but I am an author. So this points to my book. And it also, this sales asset points to Social Climb, which points to the DMs. So this is kind of where the funnel goes. When people look at the profile, this is the first informational piece. They're going to look at this because it has text on it. If we load up this feed with a bunch of different reels, you're not going to get good results. If you look at the Reels tab here, you can see these Reels that have text are all hidden. Why? Because we don't want people to look at them. We only want people to look at this page or this one thing. The only thing that you should have Reels-wise is Reels that are like lifestyle Reels. Here's a video of me playing golf, being a G. This is what we want on our feed, right? We want lifestyle. This is what we're doing. We're selling the dream. It's marketing 101. We sell the dream. We don't sell what we actually do. Nobody wants copywriting. They want the result that copywriting will bring, i.e. more money, right? So obviously have a clean profile picture. Make sure your username isn't like a bunch of different things, right? Make sure it's not like 100 different digits. Same thing here, make sure your name and then it's clean with some, your title, systems manager, growth operator, whatever you do, put that after that, and then have a clean bio, make your profile look nice. That's the big thing, right? If you don't have a nice looking profile, nobody's gonna buy it. Now, also we wanna spam student wins, we wanna spam client wins. So you can see here, I have a big list of students wins. Obviously it's not pulling up because Instagram sucks. But yeah, obviously we have a list of client wins there. So that is kind of the second step, is the profile, right? After we get the profile dialed in, we're going to use the hyper story viewing to get people to follow and engage. So when people come through your profile, they're going to get nurtured through our close friends viewer. So with our software, one of the big things that it does, in addition to just going out liking people's stories, that's a cool feature, gets amazing results. What it does more than that is nurturing, right? So we're nurturing these people through our close friend story. So if you know the close friend story on Instagram, let me pull up a picture. So as you can see, you can add people to your close friends here. There's two types of close friends posts. So there's your close friends posts and your close friends stories. So these stories will be prioritized no matter who your account is. If you have 3,000 followers, on all 3,000 of those people's accounts, if they're on your close friends story, they're going to get pushed all the way to the front of your stories, right? So this is why this is super, super important, because your story views are going to skyrocket with this. Same with posts. If you can make close friends posts, they're going to get shot all the way up in the feed. That's what we want. We want to have as much reach as possible. And so we have in our software, we can automatically add people to our close friends story. So instead of having like 28 people, if you have 3,000 followers, it's going to add all 3,000 people to your close friends story. So that way we can nurture these people a lot more long term. You can also, obviously, like I said, switch your audience here. It's pretty simple, but we can add people to our close friends so that we can nurture them and show them like, hey, you're not just like an NPC. I actually like you, and I think that you would benefit from my stuff. It builds a lot more rapport. So this is going to make it way easier in the sales process. And then weekly, what we're going to do is we're going to post a close friend CTA on our story. Meaning, okay, if you want to make 10K per month, right? It depends what you're selling. Say you're selling a fitness offer. If you're ready to gain 10 pounds of muscle while losing a pound of fat every single week, crazy offer, swipe up with the word fitness, swipe up with the word whatever. We're going to add these story swipe up CTAs to our close friend story once a week. And again, remember, your story views are going to be up a ton with the close friend story because it's going to get pushed all the way to the front. So in addition from there, that's not all. That's just our nurturing process. But we don't really care about nurturing. We care about making money. I get it. At the end of the day, nobody cares about any of this hyper story viewing or anything like this unless we're making money. And so that's where the process of doing warm outbound really comes in, right? Warm outbound is one of the number one things that most people miss out on when they're selling. Whenever someone likes your post, whenever they follow you, whatever they're doing, if they're engaging with you, you should be reaching out to them because they are a warm lead. They know who you are. Right? So that's what we have a bot in our software as well. This is kind of the third step is we do warm outbound. This is our welcome DM, right? So we're going to send them a DM as soon as they follow your account. Every person that follows your account is going to get a message that's like, hey, I appreciate the follow. What inspired the ad? That's going to spark conversation. Like just today, I was just testing this out on my personal profile. I don't usually use this warm DM feature, but I am just starting using it right now. Just tested it out today for the first time. I had over 100 DMs when I woke up this morning. So just for reference as to what that can actually do for you, this is, doing crazy numbers for us. So the warm outbound auto DM is super, super good. It's not going to be an AI. It literally just sends the first message. Now you can implement an AI bot. I recommend just getting a DM setter, and that's where this warm outbound funnel comes in. So this is a separate funnel. Here, as you can see, software, like I said, is going to send them that initial DM. And then from there, we're going to qualify this. The DM setter is going to qualify them in the DMs, right? If they're not qualified, we're going to downsell them to some sort of low ticket product to continue to nurture them, keep them seeing those CTAs. So keep them on the close friend story, make them see those CTAs. Eventually they'll hop back into the DMs whenever they're ready. And we just want to continue to nurture these people because sometimes it does take people a while before they actually buy your stuff, right? So if they're disqualified, we still want to nurture them and get them to buy a low ticket product because that will nurture them more than anything, right? Now, if they are qualified for your high ticket program or your whatever product you're selling, we want to get them on a sales call, right? So we're going to get them on a sales call. From here, we're going to be able to close them through sales skills. But the more calls, the goal here is to book as many calls as possible. This funnel can easily be booking 200 to 300 calls a month if you're doing it the right way and if you have a clean profile, but you just have to have this dialed in. And so that's where this really, really gets important, right? If you don't have the right targeting, if you don't have the right ICP, if you're not doing the hyper story viewing, or if you skip any of these steps, you're going to be left in the dust. And so that's where this is super, super important. Now, if you want my personal help, if you want me to come in, build you a market plan, set up your hyperstory viewing, do all the targeting done for you on this software, like help you with the close friends, set all of that up for you, all on my part, all done for you. It's very, very cost effective for you on your side. I just want you to hit me up. You can drop me a DM. You can do whatever you want. Hit the link in the description. Top link in the description will take you to the booking page. If not, that's totally cool too. Just know that you'll probably miss some of the steps in here because these are unique methods. We're the only one that does this. So you probably miss some steps. Now you can still do it on your own, but yeah, do it on your own if you want to. I don't care. I don't really care. But yeah, we can close them on the high ticket, and then obviously the last step is make some moolah, and that's our goal. And so if you're ready to make a ton of money, go ahead and go ahead and book in a call on that first link in the calendar. If you want to contact me, if you want to hit me up, I'm going to write my phone number on the screen real quick. Also, before I do that, I'm going to show you some testimonials of just some of the people who have gone through the program. So here's Max, or not gone through the program, use the software.
After like 2 days, I noticed a lot more leads coming inbound. And honestly, I didn't really have that much content.
So Max didn't have a ton of content. He's getting inbound leads into his program, right?
I tripled my following in 1 month with the software.
Tripled his following in 1 month. This is not just like some Ponzi scheme. We're actually doing this. So let me show you my personal cell phone number just so you can text me. All right, so here is access to my personal cell phone number. This will ring on my personal phone, so don't call me, text me, drop me a text, drop me a WhatsApp message, whatever you want. Just feel free to hit me up here, and we get something set up for you. We can set up a call. If none of the time slots work on that calendar, just text me. Any questions you have, I got your back for life. So keep killing it, and I shall see y'all lads later. Peace.